On January 12, 2025, Las Vegas Motor Speedway hosted a wild and action-packed race in the Triple Bypass Nichols Oil Pros Series. This was the second race of the season, and Vegas hosted the Blackjack and Burnouts 120, sponsored by Sean Bradley and streamed live by our friends at JP Broadcasting. Thanks, Sean. The 120-lap event featured 13 different leaders, 23 lead changes, and 8 cautions slowing the field for 24 laps. The cautions brought frequent reshuffling of the field and added layers of strategy as drivers battled to maintain position through the wild restarts. Ryan Hyatt, in car number 3, pulled off an incredible victory after starting from the 32nd position. Hyatt showcased skill and patience, navigating the chaotic restarts caused by the cautions and taking the lead for 14 laps. Dustin Barton, in car number 13, fought hard to finish second, just 0.5 seconds behind Hyatt. Barton led 8 laps and he stayed composed through the caution-filled race to secure his spot on the podium. Right behind him, Ben Harcum, in the number 78, secured third place behind Barton. Harcum was competitive through every restart despite not leading any laps. Elton Wu climbed up from the 18th spot to finish 4th, and Matt Harmon rounded out the top 5 after starting in 22nd and leading 1 lap. The 8 cautions highlighted the challenges of the high-stakes event as drivers jostled for position in tightly packed conditions. Restarts provided critical moments, and the leaders had to manage pressure from the field while battling for every point. We hope you enjoyed this exciting Triple Bypass Nichols Oil Pros Series recap. We'll see you next time.
Hi, you hungry? Looking for a tempting treat? Hold on till I absorb some heat. Some added tang might please you too. I'll slide into an oven-fresh bun, and I'm ready for your eating fun.
Why don't you try a juicy good hot dog? Mmm, delicious.
Welcome one, welcome all, and welcome everybody to the Nichols Oil Pros Series, round 2 at the Martins Short Track Speedway. And it's short, it's only half a mile. Temperature be a nice 89 degrees Fahrenheit here in Martinsville, United States of America. I'm Dean Biggles, and joining me is the man from the biggest state in the United States. Everything's bigger and better, of course, than Texas, Mr. Jim Cunningham. How are you?
Doing great, man. Doing great. Glad to be here. Excited to be at Martinsville. Fun track. Should be a lot of action tonight.
We got a grid there, my friend. Chad will be lining up first out of Tyler Merritt, Jared Jackson, Brad Kress, and in the next row, Ben Harcum, Stephen McLennan, and Elton Wu. Ryan Hart will be alongside him with Jeff Slaughter, Mark Herzog, Jason Benson, and John Campbell from Down Under will be in the 12th place. There, you go to the rest of the grid. Please,
yep. 13th, Matt Harmon, Michael Seymour in 14th, Dominic Zanobi in 15th, Ward Fisher in 16th, Rick Ellison in 17th, and Tex Nichols, your series sponsor, in 18th.
We are going to get ready to go racing already, my friend. Everything's gone a little bit pear-shaped at the moment. Let's see. Almost missed the pace car there. That's the thing about short track racing. Sorry about that. It's a lot going on, of course, in short track racing. Unless they're giving us a few laps to get it all ready here for the luck of the draw 180. Now, short track racing, Jim. Well, let's get the green light first, and we'll see whether or not, hopefully, we won't have a caution fest. Touch wood.
Well, it's gonna be interesting.
Green, green, green.
Wow, that is very loud. Let's go racing.
Here we go. They're racing. I think we both were hesitating just to see how crazy they got right off the start there. This stuff happens fast here. 20-second laps and cars everywhere.
And not to mention, we will have a stage break as well. And
yeah, it's
that will be
lap
at
70, I believe.
Lap 70, confirmed, just up there on your timing tower. So far, Chad Boat. Not much of a switcheroo between the drivers, as you do know it is very difficult to overtake around here.
Oh, we got somebody in the wall, I think. Yeah,
Mark.
they're still rolling. Yeah,
Yep.
it's still going, though. Mark Herzog, yep.
Yeah, I wonder if he's done any damage at all on that one, because he did lose a couple of places. That's probably scrubbing off some speed, no doubt. Welcome, everybody in the chat. Hello.
I missed
Over
Mark.
another
He hadn't
yellows,
been
I'd say
around.
10. All right,
Oh, it's going to be a few for sure.
what's your prediction?
I miss Mark in his In-N-Out burger car. My prediction is, it's going to be every bit of 8 at least.
All right, 8 predictions for you. I'm gonna throw it on a limb and say 7, because the way it's so far, if we've got already 4 laps on the board, and touch wood, we haven't had any issues yet, we could be looking good for some good green flag running here for our second race of the season here. The man from the sports capital of Australia, Melbourne, John Campbell, he's running in 12th place, hasn't gained anything, hasn't lost anything. Well, now, pit stops, although that is somebody off into the fence. I think that's
Jason Benson.
Jason Benson, yes. So speaking of that,
we got a car. We got another car around there. I tell you what, man. iRacing's holding on to that caution flag tonight. I'm surprised. They're not wanting to let it go.
that they are. I'll tell you what, Chad Bear's letting it go. He's gone at the moment, almost a second gap. Then Tyler Merritt, and then you have to go 2 seconds almost down the road to Jared Jackson. Now, we're talking about a half a mile track, and you got a 2 second gap, 3 second gap to the lead in 7 laps. Impressive. They're going to be. They're going to
got
be.
A car going around.
Oh, here we go. So this might be our first caution. Hot Wheels is into the fence.
Yeah, that's going to bring one out, huh?
Not yet. And he is
What
towed.
is iRacing doing?
He's towed.
Oh, my goodness.
Believe it or not, Jacob into the fence, did not call it a caution. Yeah, sometimes I call a caution if a car just goes off from the kiddie litter a little bit on the super speedways, and then that doesn't even remotely affect a crash.
I mean, he was stopped dead in the middle of the corner, and there was no flag.
All right, I guess the iRacing just said, you know what, let's just not worry about it anymore. Let's have a quick geezer at what happened to poor Jacob and the Hot Wheels machine, and just lost it, I'd say, or he's tagged the fence. Got to be around.
He's going to overcook it right here, I think.
It's bumpy there. Oh,
got
caught out.
Tex. It looked like that was Tex in front of him. Might have slowed a little bit and got him to go, and he tried to save it and spun it. Can happen so fast.
That's it, Ken. Hope you enjoyed the recap. I really enjoyed that recap of Viva Las Vegas last week. Thank you very much for the fantastic team that put that together here. Not many leagues. In fact, this is the only league that I know of that I'm involved in that actually takes the time and the effort out there to put a recap.
These guys do an amazing job with that. I love that. The fact that they put in that level of effort to, show the recaps and, and they do a condensed version of highlights for the league members to watch and stuff like that. They put in a lot of work.
And that takes
big
time.
Shout out to Al.
That takes a lot of time. There we go. The blip cam at the moment, because this track is so small, you get to see everything in your picture at once.
Look at this.
And they're starting to lap cars now, my friend. Traffic's going to come into play big time as Chad's slicing and dicing his way through the field up there. They
have really spread out here a lot more than I thought they would early on. I think there's a lot of respectful driving going on. These guys are, they're all friends when it comes down to it. And, I figured it was going to be one or the other, and it looks like they're, now don't get me wrong. There's going to be plenty of action before this thing's over with tonight. No doubt about it.
Oh, this is it's 55 up into the fence there. They're trying to get out of the way, of course. On top of it, Chad Bear, of course, has to be very cautious slicing and dicing through here. It's not like blue flags on a road course. You don't just have to let cars through, but they try to do it when it's safe, and you can see they don't put up too much of a fight. Into the fence in the background. That is Cameron, I believe. Yes, it is. He's a little bit wounded, but he lives to see another day. Quack, quack on the side of his car. He's not quacking around, is he?
That is the good thing about short track racing. These cars, they can take a little beating and banging on these shorter tracks because the speeds aren't as high. So it's.
Whoa!
Oh man,
that's that's a lap car, and getting almost dooring poor Chad. That's leading this race. I don't think Chad will be.
I know,
too happy
and
with that.
The funny part is Chad has AMSOIL on the back of his car, And Tex is the owner of AMSOIL. It looks like Tex might have just went around.
Yep. Well, there you go. Speaking of which, glug, glug,
Yes.
glug, glug, glug. That's what it sounds like when you put that lovely AMSOIL into your car, and then bang, those pistons will start firing and be lubricated.
I tell you what, I had a talk with Tex this week about his promotion that he did last week with the preferred customer program.
Yes, sir.
And I'm pretty sure Tex has lost his mind. I'll fill you all in later, but I'm pretty sure Tex and the people over at NicholsOilPro.com have gone crazy.
All right.
I'm going to save that for a little later, but I'm pretty sure
good.
that's what's happened over there.
Tune in for that. 18, 19 now of 70. This is going to zoom by pretty quickly, and there you go. So all your bets are locked in. If you're saying there's going to be about 10 cautions, maybe, hopefully not later, but I would be shocked if we get to lap 70. And on top of that, can we get to lap 70 without a caution?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, we can. Well, without a caution, I'm not saying. But as far as fuel goes,
Ooh.
I don't know how the tires should be okay. I mean, but the fuel will make it. I went out and did a little test run earlier, and it looks like they can get, about 80 laps, 85 laps on a tank of fuel, something like that.
Oh, well, there you go. So they should make it, yeah. You see a lot of cars, of course, it's just going a lap down. It's going to get a little confusing very soon. I put the track map up there just so everybody else can kind of get an idea where everybody is. Short track racing is difficult to kind of see with cars and all over the place being lapped and where the leaders are and things like that. So we just try our absolute best. John Campbell moving up 3 places now, just getting past Jeff Slaughter.
Yeah, Jeff, man, look at that paint Jeff's running. And he's running the 2 big 8s for me again, so I don't get confused. What a great guy he is for that. He throws that little 8 on there, and I get confused every time. But,
and you don't see bronze very often in the car, too, and I like that.
No, well,
bronze and
you know what that
blue.
is?
No.
That is, if I'm not mistaken, it's got Hardee's on the hood.
Yes, sir.
Looks like kind of a throwback to the. You ever seen the movie Days of Thunder?
Yeah, I was just recently started watching it.
Well,
again.
okay, so the Hardee's car.
Oh, that's
was
right.
that orange and blue Hardee's car, and
Yes,
it looks
sir.
like this is kind of Slaughter's take on that. I don't know if that was his inspiration, but that's what I got out of it anyway.
Oh, there you have it. Didn't even click to me actually, and I'm just started. I'm about halfway through it. I'm rewatching it again.
Well, there's so many people run those Days of Thunder paint schemes on iRacing, and that to me just kind of looks like an interesting chrome take on it, so to speak,
James is out there in the chat, the boss man, saying you will be well lubricated. Cheeky boss man. Oh, he's talking about oils, of course, for your engine. So this is going pretty funny. Please let us know as well too if all the audio levels and all that sort of jazz are okay. Different tracks have different cameras have different sounds, and sometimes they're a little bit too loud. I know that the starter guy is crazy loud. It was blowing through my headphones there for a second, but
I have to be honest. We're 26 laps in without a caution. I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked. This is great.
And on top of it, it's not like it's a road course when they're separated by 30 seconds apart. This is like wheel-to-wheel racing here.
Oh, yeah.
And the shortest track on the calendar, and look at that. You got 3 wide and no problemo. It's like driving Miss Daisy and taking candy from a baby. There's so much respect out here between these drivers. It's fantastic.
Well, that was Tex. They were going around there in the middle. They put Tex in the middle, so you can't rough up the series sponsor too much, I'm telling you, Tex has lost his mind. Just wait till I tell you what he's come up with for this week.
And this is where you got to be very cautious if somebody makes a little bit of a mistake there. As you're trying to navigate through the field, we're on board with Ben Harcum. He's currently running in the 5th place. And
I'm looking here to see, as it stands right now, Kyle Dewey, Naj just went a lap down, so Naj right now will be sitting in the lucky dog.
Whoa!
Oh, my goodness.
And that pushes
that
Brad
was,
Kress out. Brad, so Ben Harcum will go past just like that, getting around traffic. Brad gets a little bit of Doran and had to lift off the gasoline.
I believe that was Ginobili in the 30 there, if I'm not mistaken. Dominic Ginobili. He was our sponsor for race 1, I believe.
That's absolutely correct.
Or the preseason race 1 that we did.
And this is our sponsor for tonight.
Moser car.
The number 28 there of Matt Harcum. So thank you very much there, Matty. He's got the Cunningham on the side. He's up 5
Yes, he
places so
does.
far, so he's got that little
he's
bit
got-
of a sponsor boost today because he's the biggest gainer so far.
He's got the Cunningham livery on the car. Of course he does.
Is that for you?
No, yeah, no.
was gonna-
But he tried to tell me it was a couple of weeks ago that it was for me, so I'd give him more TV coverage. But I told him I'm not the one that controls the cameras. But yep, that is our race sponsor,
Trying
Matt
to
Harmon. Tonight.
bribe the casting crew in the booth. All right, and
I'm more than willing to accept bribes.
so far so good. Almost approaching halfway through our stage 1, which we will have a caution and
Yes.
maybe the only caution in the race at
No,
lap
I can't-
70.
That would be so amazing if that could happen. I can't even fathom that. It would really stretch the racing out. To be honest,
Oh, Ryan
a
in the
few
fence.
cautions in short. Well, he's running that Oscar Mayer hot dog. You know, we got
Get your
a
hot
hot
dogs.
dog battle
Get your
going
hot
here.
dogs. Get your hot dogs. Ryan Hart has a few of them in the back.
Please
of
don't
his car.
start singing that song from your childhood.
What? There's a hot dog song?
Oh yeah, I don't act like you don't know it.
I don't know it actually. It's before.
I'm not going to sing it, so there's that. Yeah, no way I'm going to sing the Oscar Mayer song. It's not going to happen. You'll be looking for that now to add to your sound effects.
Yeah,
for next week.
yeah, don't know it actually. You'd have to start singing it to let me know. Something in the
Yeah,
chat can
well,
do. Off to bed, boss man.
yeah.
Thank you very much. And I think we got it all handled there for James. He's got to sleep sometime. It's like
Yes, the
it's
man gets
2
no
o'clock in the
sleep at
morning
all.
over there in the UK.
Indeed, it is. Man, Chad is just he's he's out for a Sunday drive right now, man, and he's even pulled 3 seconds on old thumbstick. I can't believe it.
And on top of it, he's had to do it navigating all this traffic out there. Ooh, as you just see Mark.
I tell you
into
what, the
fence.
one good thing I will say about this league is, you know, we're getting some respectful racing, but what these guys know how to do is they know how to beat traffic. They know when to stay out of the way and to not press the leaders as much. You know, I mean, stuff's going to happen, but it's just been some high quality short track racing so far.
Yeah, you'd think half of them come from Los Angeles if they know how to deal with traffic, isn't it? Because it's absolutely horrible.
I'm
in
from
California,
Houston,
mate.
Texas, so I live in Houston, Texas, so it's pretty bad here
You get
too.
a bit too, yeah, but none of that crazy California. I don't know.
I don't know,
I've
man.
been in a lot of cities around the states, and I dreaded the horrible traffic in California, mate.
I mean, there's no doubt. L.A. getting on the Interstate 5 there at the wrong time of the day can be a disaster for sure.
We've officially passed the halfway point, and so far so good. Chad, as you mentioned, there he is. He is lapped now, as you can see in your timing tower, half the
Yeah.
field.
Oh.
And next on
Yep.
his hit list is Jeff Slaughter.
Yeah, he's all the way up to 11th place is the last car on the lead lap right now. And that's Slaughter right in front of him, I believe.
Here's one for you. I know you're a bit of a walking Wikipedia of knowledge there, Mr. Jim.
That
When's
just
the
means
last
I'm
time
old.
a Formula One driver had lapped all the field? And maybe if you don't know Formula One, is there anything on NASCAR? A driver has lapped everybody in the field?
I don't
in a
know
race?
that for sure. As far as Formula One goes, if that ever happened, and I don't know, my guess would be it would have been, you know, Schumacher or Senna maybe in the rain, especially Senna in the rain.
Yeah, I think you're about right on that one. Absolutely.
You know, he was so much faster than everybody else in the rain. So, yeah, that'd be my guess. I don't know, though.
I think you're right. I don't know myself, but I believe it. Let us know in the chat if you are aware. And what about NASCAR? Surely at some point it might have happened, especially on a short track like here.
It certainly could have. I don't know of it ever happening. That's an interesting. That would definitely be an interesting trivia question. In fact, if there's anybody out there that knows that if that's ever happened before, where one car has lapped the entire field, that would be real interesting to know that.
And have they ever had 45 laps in NASCAR Cup Series in Martinsville without a caution?
That's probably happened at some point in time or another, but man, I tell you, I was out there. What's impressive is, I mean, we've had a few guys in the fence or whatever. I got out there and ran some laps today, and it took me a while just to settle the car down, because I mean, you are hard on the brakes here. You run full throttle down the straightaway till about 3/4 of the way down, and you lift, and you got to plow on the brakes to
You
get
do
the
have to
car
brake,
to turn.
do you? Oh.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Oh, I thought you were just lifting
no.
and gassing, lifting, gassing.
No. It's probably 50 to 70% brake. I mean, you're putting down some serious brake
All right.
to get it to slow down and turn. And I ran it in 3rd gear and in 4th gear to see if one was better than the other with this setup they're running. And I did run my best lap time in 4th. But it could be run in 3rd gear, too, if you'd like your car to have a lot of revs, stay wound up.
Very interesting. We're looking at Elton Wu getting a little bit of loosey-goosey out of the corner as that fence starts to slowly creeping more and more to the driver as his tires start to wear more and more. And imagine Chad Bear, he is now lapped Elton Wu. Next on his hit list is Matt Harmon, right there in front of him. So
right in front of him,
I think he's got enough time. He has enough time to lap. This could be a history here, even for esports racing.
Lap the whole field by the stage break?
By the stage break. He's got 20 laps to do it. At the moment, he's lapping 1 or 2 cars, maybe about a car per lap. There you go. Bingo.
Yeah,
there's another one. There's Matty gone.
They're getting significantly faster as he goes up in the field, though. They become increasingly hard to pass.
Yes, that's true. But still, we gotta build the anticipation here. We're entertainers.
Well, I'll tell you what, yeah. if he can pull that off, period, whether it's before the stage break or not, that will be a heck of an accomplishment.
Gonna give him some AMSOIL?
I'm gonna send him some M&Ms. No, I'm gonna send him some M&Ms.
A pack of M&Ms coming your way, Mr. Chad Bear, if you lap everybody by the end of the stage break.
He has AMSOIL on the trunk of and the rear of his car, so I'm pretty sure he's got a supply of AMSOIL around the house already.
True, yeah. He doesn't have a supply of M&Ms, maybe. We'll see. Look at this. He could get to... There's the 37 machine that we saw getting a little quack earlier, and that is... that's 037 Cameron Kane.
Yes. He's...
so he's got Hertzy now.
He's down in 23rd, yeah.
Just up the road, there's Hertz. So he's a little further up the road, the In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah,
and there's Chad.
Car, which, hey, props to Matt Herzog. He was the first car, I believe, in the fence tonight, or very early on in the race. He got into the fence pretty good, and he's survived that well, and he's still running up in 7th place right now.
There he is. Yeah, exactly.
He's a fast driver. He hadn't been around for he wasn't here last weekend. I'm not sure if he was there even the week before that, but he's really fast. So whenever he's in the race, he tends to be exciting.
There's Matty.
If you remember, we did the wasn't it you and I that did the season finale for them, where he was in the hunt for the championship right up till the end.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah. He so he's fast. It's good to see him back. I enjoy watching him race.
So there is the In-N-Out Burger up the road car, not the burger, and that's piloted by Mark, as you were mentioning as well. So let's see. We got lap 56. We know we go to the 70 of the Nichols Oil Pro.com series here, as Chad is getting a little loosey-goosey out of the corner there. He's probably... backing off a little. He knows that he doesn't have to push that hard. He's got a 6-second gap and about 20 cars between him and Tyler Merritt.
Yeah, it's you'd hate to screw that up, but also at this point, the car changes significantly when you start running this low on fuel in a short track. As the fuel goes down, the car handles differently. So the car could be getting away from him as far as setup goes, and it's just not as comfortable as it was early on. Clearly, he had that old car dialed in when he started this race, which is funny because they all start on the same setups. So the setup that he had clearly fit him well. But I tell you one thing that I did, and I don't know if any of these guys did it or not. Oh, there we go. We got a caution there at lap 59.
I think that was Matthew. I think it happens just ahead of Chad Bear too. Like, so that was very, very lucky. He didn't get caught up in that one. Let's find out what's happened to our 7-Eleven machine here of Matthew. My apologies.
Matthew, yep. I'm
And
not
this
even
is-
sure how you say his last name. Alacott?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, man.
There's Mark, Matt behind him, and there's our race leader. And just take
Hey, good job.
just take the inside fence. Really nothing into it. I mean,
No.
the Stewarts didn't see any problem with that. A couple of
Yeah, I know, right?
laps ago earlier, but so there we go. And this means we'll re-rack them
here
and
they go.
restack them. Chad Bear, now that big gap that he had and all that is neglected. As we do see drivers coming. Oh, we don't see all drivers coming to pit road. That's interesting. Tyler Merritt stayed out. Steve, Ben, Matt, Mark, and Jared's come in. Brad Kress has come in. So I think these drivers are willing to take the
different
stage
strategies.
break, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, any of these guys that were a lap down wouldn't, could stay out and maybe get their lap
Yes,
back.
That's true. That's true. Good point on that
And
one.
then they'll pit at the stage break and,
This is so tight.
I'd like
This
to
pit
see how
lane
all this
entrance
shakes out. Yeah,
and
yeah.
exit too. As you can see, they're going to shuffle for position coming out of pit road. And
well, see, it used to be that these pit roads on these short tracks are really tough, and it used to be that teams had a huge disadvantage. I mean, our advantage depending on which side of the pits you were able to pit box on. But I think they've kind of straightened that out now with the way they do the entrance and exit. I'd be curious to see how all this shakes out when
and
it's
still
all
the
said and
ghosting,
done.
of course, in pit road, so you can kind of drive through cars and stuff. Although I'd love that to be turned off and see if everybody can navigate. I bet you'll have massive wrecks in pit road.
Oh, it would be crazy.
I mean, they have massive wrecks in pit road in real life, and they're the talk of the cheese when it comes to driving. Imagine in the racing sim. So Tyler Merritt now will be merited the lead of the race. There you go, Tyler. Puns intended. Steve McLennan.
Yes, all puns intended.
McClendon, Ben Harcombe, Matt Herzog,
Yep, Matt.
and Chad Bear, who led practically every
who
lap of the
is-
race.
So Chad Bear, Brad Kress, and Jared Jackson
Hang on,
are
we're
your
not
first
going
three
green.
cars that
Not
did
going
pit.
green.
Thank you very much for that. So he's so loud, that spotter. The race control.
Yeah, not going green.
Yeah, he said not going. He said, hang on. We are not going green at about 150 decibels. So I do apologize about that in the crowd and the everybody watching. He just wanted to make sure that there was no questions asked to whether you could hear the race control.
Oh, I think there was some kind of alignment issues going on or
Think so.
something.
Yeah. As they sort of re-rack and restack them, you can see they're going to go double file, and everybody's just trying to get up into their place, and now they've sorted itself out. It's such a short track. You don't have much time to get it done. Now, remember, Chad Bear's going to be on fresh boots, I'd imagine, as well as Brad Kress behind him. So can they slice and dice with
Green, green, green.
a limited amount of laps to go here? 5 to go.
Yeah, it is going to be a short little run here, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. Can they get the OTs done? Tyler in the lead. Tyler's gone, and he needs to, because the rest of the pack can catch him pretty quickly.
Chad has no reason to push it here at all. Just sat here, be the first car that took tires. Don't burn your tires up at all. And in just a couple of laps, the guys in front of you are going to pit anyway, so he has no need to push it here at all.
That's true. Loosey goosey from Ben.
Well, those guys are on, they're on 70 lap tires practically.
That's true.
You know?
There's Chad, 4 to go.
I tell you what, I wouldn't put myself right there.
Oh, he did have a little tank slapper into the fence. You've got to make sure you don't get that car damaged, of course, because he's most likely going to retake the lead of this race, but he won't get the stage win. He'll hand that one over to Tyler. 3 to go.
Maybe.
Maybe, that's
I wouldn't
true.
exactly count Chad out yet.
That's true, actually, because here he comes. He's going.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
2 laps to go. Let us know out there in the chat
Yellow
if you
flag
think,
is out.
oh,
Oh, no.
a stage break will be called. Tyler will get it because of the caution.
Yeah, that was the 87 car. Michael Seymour, I believe, is who spun there. Man, I tell you what, Tyler did get that stage break win, but I got a feeling if that caution doesn't come out, I think Chad's going to catch him with them fresh boots on.
That's true, isn't it? Yeah, I honestly thought, he might have just had enough time. Now, 2 laps, you would think in a short track, not enough, but let's have a look at what caused the second caution so far here and what's been a caution less or free per se race. And I think Michael's just, that's the 87, gone around on turn.
Oh, yeah.
On the exit of 4. And
he got it a little loose there, and then
but
Reese's car slapped his front end.
Chad Bear has gone in.
He's probably just going to top off real quick with fuel and go right back out.
I'd say so. He's in not a bad position. He'll start the race, of course, in that on the front row anyway. So I think he's pretty confident. If he just takes a splash and dash, they're not taking tires. Look,
no,
yep,
he's not.
You're right.
He's
Good call.
Not. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Just in case, because a gallon of gas here is worth several laps.
I tell you what, this has helped perfectly. It's helped Tyler Merritt because now he did. Brad Kress also did a little top up, but Tyler Merritt did come out and come back out in P3. So
yes,
that
well,
has
he was
worked
already
out
in
perfectly.
He was in P2 before the initial caution there. He was running in second place.
Yes, that's right. He just elected not to come in that final pit stop.
Yeah, but he got stage win and the points for that.
That's true.
That's if he is running for the championship, which I'm guessing that he is. He's very competitive. So
we have
I think
very
his issue was
quick.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, we have a very quick time if you want to pull in Tyler Merritt for a quick chat, really, because it's a short track. We don't have a lot of time.
We don't. Is the lights out on the pace car? Ready? Look at this.
Shouldn't be just yet.
This craziness going around.
No, they're still sorting themselves out. Chad's got to get back up to the front here.
Well, here, let's not do that. I don't want to do that yet.
All right.
Just give him a chance to get sorted out here. But if I remember correctly, in our conversation with Tyler last week, he said it was going to be kind of dependent with his work schedule whether or not he was going to be able to compete as well for the championship, I believe. I might be wrong on that.
I think so.
I do have an old memory, being that I'm a walking encyclopedia or whatever you said I was earlier.
Yes,
Wikipedia, yes. Does that mean that people can just change my opinion? You can edit Wikipedia.
Cameron comes in. Yeah,
Hang
true.
on, we're not going
Well,
green.
yeah,
We're
it's
not
called
going
no,
green.
you're wrong, and then you go really, and then so from now on you then say the correct.
Right.
We can all get it wrong. So we are on our official stage break 1. We only have one stage break. The rest of it, we're going to scoot our way all the way to 180 and finish the race, hopefully. And tell you what, we were saying jokingly in the green room, lights are out in the pace car, so they're going to have to double file there. So we won't get a chance to chat to the drivers, unfortunately. But it is a good sign. I will jokingly saying, okay, we've got a couple hours to spare. Whoa! What is Chad Bear just
what happened?
straight into
Hang
the
on,
fence
we're
and
not
going
green.
anywhere?
Not going green.
Is he just
That's
wanting to get out of the way? Did he have a speeding in the pit lane at EOL?
No, no. I think that looked like some sort of connection, some kind of hardware.
Cat's jumped on your lap or something like that, or the dog's like wagging his tail saying it's time to
But
take
they
you out
didn't
for a
go
walk.
green either.
No, they have not. I didn't hear anything on race control screaming at me. Oh, that's because my speaker's turned down. It's probably blown up. All right, so that's interesting. Chad now drops to P13, and we do not know why. If anybody does out there.
Okay, so I'm listening to race control. By the way, Matt Persini is doing race control right now, and what happened was apparently
Green flag.
that Chad Bear crossed the pit line before the pits were open, and he got a penalty for that. And so I think the penalty is tail end of the lap, I believe. I'm sure Matt will come on and tell me or tell us through YouTube chat. But he also did say something in YouTube chat that the fast guys tonight are shifting from third to fourth gear. So they're going through the corners in third and down the straightaway in fourth, which I tried that as well. I did not find it was any faster, but apparently these guys are doing that.
Thank you very much for that information out, Matt. And the more you get, please relay it to us in the YouTube chat here on the JP Broadcasting Network, and we will be happy to relay that information to everybody that's listening. Of course, they can also read it if they're reading the chat, and please pop in. Give us a like and subscribe too. We are getting close to 3K subscribers, and James and all the administrators of leagues and league management and everybody that races puts a lot of effort and work in there. We try to do, James does his best to broadcast it and make it look as professional as possible, and he works his absolute buttocks off. So little thumbs up there and a subscribe goes a long way.
So, and also for anybody that's watching, make sure that you like the race video if you can, just because we want people to be able to see our racing in these different leagues, and by clicking the likes and sharing them, it tells YouTube's analytics to put these videos out more and more. So every like and share that it gets only helps our future stuff with triple bypass to get seen.
Yeah, exactly. More sponsorship opportunities for triple bypass. More drivers that want to put their hand up and say, hey, I want to join this league. This looks like a lot of fun. Right. Absolutely, and they can. And the more exposure, the better. It's a win-win for JP Broadcasting. Yes. It's a win-win for Triple Bypass Racing League.
Absolutely.
Hey, fellas, I hear you need an explanation.
Yes, please. Hello. Sure. We have Matt here at the moment from Race Control. How are you, Matt?
So, from what I heard, apparently Chad crossed the pit line before the green opened the pits up. Is that right?
No, that's not correct. Chad was good on entering. What ended up happening is he took fuel only, and the pace car in the field were still going around the exit of the pits, and the exit, he still had the stop sign out. He could not exit the pits because the stop sign was out, and you can't enter the track if the pit exit is closed. So he got an exiting closed pit penalty.
Okay, all right. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and he is not happy about it.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure he's not.
There's a few going on in his cockpit at the moment.
Yes, that's right. We won't pull him into chat anytime soon. We'll let him make that gap up before we do that.
Yes, we will.
Yeah.
No, we won't.
But look,
let's have a look
that,
at the replay real quickly of this one. So this is Chad exiting the pit road.
And you can see. Well, I think this is him pitting right
there.
Here.
See the red lights?
Yeah.
Now,
this is his pit.
Waiting.
He hadn't pitted yet. So he's pitting.
Yeah, he's pitting. And there's the red light. See? That is.
See, the red lights are still on.
Thank you.
No, 100%. You're absolutely correct, and that was a good call. I don't know if you actually made the call, Matt, or if it was someone else.
Yeah, no, I had to make the call because I was the only one that was able to review it. But yes, you can definitely see in the replay that there's red lights are on. You can't exit when those lights are on.
Hey, Matty, I wanted to recap at the start of the race there. We had a couple of cars, one of them in the fence and stuff like that. No cautions were called. Do you know? Well,
iRacing is in control of the cautions. Unless there's two or more cars involved and it doesn't throw it, then we throw one manually. But if it's a single car and iRacing doesn't throw it, that's at the mercy of the iRacing gods.
Ah, all right. Because the last accident that we had before the stage break caution was pretty much everybody could go around that one about, and I think it was Dominic Zanobi there, or was it Rick that had that little collision in the fence that caused it. Anyway, Matty, I know you're busy, but you're welcome to hang out with us and give us that information if you want, mate. And
or pop back in anytime that you want to.
If you guys
info for us,
if you guys need an explanation, just holler on the broadcast. I'm watching it too, so if you guys need help, I will come in and pop in.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. See you guys later.
That is lovely, Matty, getting the job done. And this is always usually one of those races, isn't it, Jim, that I tell you what, it's been such a caution-free fest that we've actually had Race Control can have a chat to us and explain that. Usually they're so busy, aren't they, looking at like one accident occurs and there's another accident straight after it. They've got to go roll the tape back. They've got to look at the different aspect of it. Ryan Hart's coming into pit road very early here, maybe looking to fix some of that damage on that front right hand side. I can't see the steering wheel anymore.
He must be steering wheel looks okay, surprisingly. I don't know, that's interesting.
I don't
know. But I did find that interesting.
No, he's parking in.
No, he's stopping. What happened to Chad Bear there is a lesson. Yeah, they just popped out the damage right there. The damage must have been pretty bad. but yeah, it's that's a lesson for everyone, though, man. I mean, what he did was a good strategy, but he, missed that stoplight, and that sure cost him. I don't know that in the end, if it's gonna, it's certainly not going to take him out of contention. I don't think. He's only in 7th place right now, and he's only, 5 seconds behind the leader, and as fast as he was, provided he doesn't get caught up in some trouble coming back through the field, I would believe that he's going to be back up there as fast as he was earlier in the race. But I bet he is. He's hot right now.
He is there. There he is on the picture. So you can't miss the old M&M number 91 machine. And he's got Brad Crest, which remember he was fighting with earlier. And Brad Crest was behind him. And there you go. So he's going to take it to Brad Crest. They're going to go side by side. Not quite ahead just yet, but with that car there ahead, nowhere for Brad Crest to go on the outside. So Chad Bear slicing his dicing his way back up to the field now in P6.
I tell you what, that was a nice move by Chad there to use a lapped car to pin Brad Crest up.
Mm-hmm.
That was good, smart racing right there.
Matty heads down to pit road for the 777-711 machine for maybe another. The car looked okay, just sort of caught the glimpse of it heading into pit road, but he's in there for a good period of time right now. He's at least 30 seconds. Yeah. Not taking tires. So I'll have to keep.
No, he's obviously working on some damage or something.
Yeah, he's going to take his dog for a walk or something.
The thing is, you don't see a lot of the damage happen in these short tracks. There's bumping constantly going on, and I
think just about everybody hits the fence at least 3 times every 20 laps or something like that.
Sure, especially coming off right here when you get that transition back to that asphalt can get a little greasy, especially when track temperatures are up pretty high like they are today. The track temperature right now I think is 113 degrees.
You called it. There it is, right on the screen. That is getting pretty hot here.
Yeah, so what happens is that asphalt is a lot greasier than the concrete. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, this might be the only track in NASCAR that has concrete turns and asphalt straightaways.
Yeah, you just saw it there. Look, we're going to go a little bit of the concrete on the inside. There's asphalt on the outside. Now, when you hit probably from the concrete to the asphalt, the concrete would be quite slippery, I'd imagine, right? Wouldn't grip as much.
No, it's the other way around, actually.
Really?
It's actually the other way around, yeah.
Wow, okay.
And concrete is grippier, and it also... the asphalt has more grease in it.
Oh, so the oil and everything that comes out of it, isn't it? And especially at set temperatures as well, too. It starts to bake it. And, of course, if it gets wet. Oh, yeah, it makes sense.
So my understanding is that they replaced these corners years ago as the cars got more... Because this track was built was paved in the 50s, built in the late 40s. So the cars were pulling the asphalt up in the corners because of the traction and power. And so they paved the corners, and that's helped tremendously from what I understand, especially because the winters in Virginia, it freezes and snows up there. So the asphalt was really taking a beating because the water under the track would freeze and cause the asphalt to break up and stuff.
Oh, right, okay.
I read something on it earlier today, actually, and so they apparently replaced it with concrete, which does better. But the concrete will break up apparently and cause problems too at times, because Jeff Gordon took a piece through his radiator in one of the races here, and it ended up costing him the lead of the race or something. A piece of concrete ripped up and hit his car and damaged his radiator.
Yeah. Well,
there
almost heaven, West Virginia. Didn't realize.
Well, this is Virginia, not West Virginia.
Yeah, there you go.
And let me just tell you, people that are from Virginia would have a problem with you saying they were from West Virginia.
That's right.
And vice versa, I'm sure.
They say, are you from the United Kingdom to me all the time? So I mean,
yes,
well, there it is.
No, I'm from Queensland.
Yeah, I'm from Queensland. The state Queensland. Well, yeah, I told you you're walking Wikipedia information there, so thank you very much, Jim, for sharing the history.
I read that today. I Wikipedia'd up today on that one.
Well, it's in the Cunningham bank. And
meanwhile, Steve McClendon is taking the lead in this race.
Yes, sir.
With Tyler Merritt right behind him there. I wonder how hard Thumbstick is working on a short track.
Oh,
I
yeah,
guess that's
true, isn't it? Let's go back and have a look
probably
at
a lot
this.
more work.
Now, this is the overtake. I'd have to say there's a mistake here from Tyler.
The
There.
yellow flag is out.
Oh, yeah,
Tyler's
big
into the
mistake.
fence.
Yeah.
And now we have a caution. And it is Tyler. Believe it or not.
Oh, cow.
No, they're calling that caution late from that accident that we're just wondering why. You called on the reason. We were looking at the replay to see why Tyler Merritt had lost the lead. And this will be into turn 4, won't it? And
I wonder.
oh, yeah. Gets loosey-goosey.
Oh, yeah. And so is there another car get involved? Or?
No, I don't think so.
No?
I think it's just a late caution called by the iRacing powers that be.
That could
Yeah,
be,
because
yeah.
he's back up to speed.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
And he's heading back
That's,
into... Leaders heading
I mean,
into
I'm
pit
not-
road.
I like a few cautions in short track racing. I like more guys on the lead lap myself. You know what I mean? I just personally, I don't like it to be 5 or 6 guys on the lead lap. I like them to have a few cautions and keep the guys on the, keep the guys on the lead lap and keep them racing.
Oh, you don't want to see the old Michael Schumacher going around like half a mile, half 10 minutes up the road from everybody else and all that sort of stuff. Now
I like to see guys, stay in contention and everybody has a chance and all that kind of stuff.
All right. Well, who would you like to have a chat to quickly? Because we do.
Well, I don't think we want to go get Chad Bear.
Not
just
Chad.
yet.
No, I think we should get our stage 1 winner.
Yeah. Well,
We can
he
find
just
him.
that was Tyler. He just had that accident. Where is he at? Is he back on the track right now?
Yeah, Tyler Merritt's here. I don't think.
All
Yeah.
right, you want to try him if he's in the chat? It might not be a good time. Since
No,
he just,
it's fine. I mean,
Where's-
it's just a little mistake. It's okay. Yes, they get
Let me
paid the
grab
big
him.
bucks to handle the press.
here we go. Tyler, Jim Cunningham up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I do.
Well, we were coming to you to congratulate you on the stage win, but then we had a little stumble right there. What happened?
I did it the first time, nose got damaged, and I reduced the brake bias, and then I tapped the inner part of the track one time, and it knocked the wheels, made them start wheel hopping.
So you had your fast repair, so you're good, right?
Yeah, I just used it, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, well, good. Besides that, your race seems to be going pretty well for you, huh?
Yeah, I wish Jared would have been a little closer to the pit, so I could have maybe got up for it, because I only took routes that tire, so.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
We'll have to let you go, mate, 'cause you're going
we'll let
green.
you go, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll have to put him back in his relevant team there, please.
Yep, he's in.
Green, green,
Thank you.
green.
We're going green. Oh, I appreciate the drivers to give us a bit of a chin wagon as they're concentrating on the short track racing here at Martinsville. And now we have a new leader, Ben Harcum, on Steve in P2 behind him. And keep an eye out
Ben
for Mark.
Harcum
Here's
looks good.
Mark is making his way up. Then, of course, there's Chad Bear again.
That bear right there.
Oh, you're a pod?
Yeah,
You
it's
didn't even
good to
know
see-
it.
Good to see Ben Harcum up there for a little bit in that Dr. Pepper paint scheme running this year. Dr. Pepper, that's a product originally from Texas. Not that I know anything about that.
Is that
but
what
yes.
tastes awful?
Yes, it's wonderful. Dr. Pepper's great.
Tastes like medicine. All right.
No, well, actually, it was originally.
Oh, see, that's on you.
No,
That's got to be a caution. That sends Marky into the fence. And
Jensen, Mark.
is it a caution? No.
Not yet. Not yet.
No. Brad Crest will
He's still
drop down.
going, but he's got it. So unfortunately, yeah.
That actually helps Tyler Merritt now. He's up into P3, battling it out side by side with Steve McQueen. I'm almost going to call him, but it's not Steve McQueen.
That would. You're probably too young to remember that Le Mans movie that Steve McQueen was in.
No, I am too. I know Steve McQueen, but I don't know the movies that necessarily he was in.
He did a
apart from Great
movie.
Escape and stuff.
He did a movie about Le Mans, about the 24 hours of Le Mans.
He did too,
Classic.
didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a classic racing movie.
There you go. So Stevie does. No, that's a compliment, my friend, calling him Steve McQueen. Yeah, wasn't it very?
Exactly.
He's up 3 places. Chad Bear
Well,
in the lead
yes.
again.
Shocking. Yes.
Oh,
Well,
Now that's what you got to bottle up your frustrations, right? And he's probably frustrated himself there for missing those lights, but he put his head down there and realizes I still got half a race to go, and he just he's zooming up and doing it.
Well, I tell you what, he, there's a few guys in history that when they came to Martinsville, they just always seemed to win. Richard Petty, I think, won here 13 times or something. More modern guys like Denny Hamlin. No, that was Richmond. But yeah, Martinsville. It's just one of those tracks. It either fits you or it doesn't, and clearly this fits Chad's driving style.
Denny Hamilton, everybody's favorite, isn't it? I watched that NASCAR series on Netflix, and
Denny is.
Yeah, they like him.
Denny's very opinionated. What's funny is, I've been around watching. I remember when Denny came in when he was 18 years old.
Wow.
I mean, and now he's the old veteran.
Now you're
Tyler just got.
Yeah.
That was Tyler. Got a little loose there, wasn't it?
So Ben came into pit road here. I'm not quite. Oh yeah, that's right. Ben suffered that damage. We saw that on the live pictures there. The Dr. Pepper machine. Just as Jim was praising Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Bingo. He goes into the wall.
I was.
That's so blame.
Well,
Jim.
I'm not going to do it to Chad, even though I do like M&Ms too. So
you're going to buy them? Oh well, that bet's off the case now because of that caution came out.
He didn't come back and get it.
So you can't get the M&Ms anymore because he didn't have enough time, unfortunately, with the caution coming out to lap everybody. But he could have. It was doable.
Oh, here we go. We got JC John Campbell here and Jeff Slaughter going side by side. Hardee's and Krispy Kreme donuts. That's a good solid day's worth of food right there. Breakfast and lunch and dinner.
I'm warning everybody out there, if you are hungry before you watch this race, I suggest to go out and get something to eat before because you'll be certainly hungry after.
Especially with me commentating because I talk about all the foods, and there's my favorite candy of all time right there.
Reese's
you
haven't tried Tim Tams,
no,
mate. Tim Tams.
I have not tried a Tim Tams.
John Can should be powered by Tim Tams. Mr. John Campbell.
Well, yes, he should.
Not this American Krispy Kremes, mate. You got to be powered by an Australian Tucker. He'll put a lap around the Dr. Pepper machine.
I have no idea what a Tim Tam is, by the way. So.
Well, here's the man that sponsors the series, Ted Nichols. And
Tex, like Texas.
Tex.
Yes.
I always say Ted. I'm sorry, Tex. I love the name Tex.
Yes.
Actually, that's a great
right?
race car driver. Make up your mind. Actually, I'll tell you what. During the practice session, I saw a driver go down that little escape road.
Well, what happens is some of these tracks don't have an exit there, and it can get you confused, especially in the heat of the moment like that. I tend to do the opposite. I tend to go out the wrong door, out the wrong exit, and get penalized for it every time. So anyway, I was telling you how Tex has lost his mind, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm talking to him this week, and he was so excited about the send him an email and get the preferred sponsor. I mean, the preferred customer status for 1 year, which gets you 25% off and free shipping on orders over $100. And then there's other special promotions that happen all the time, apparently, for the preferred customers. So he tells me this week he's not only going to do it for the first guy who emails him, he's going to do it for every person that emails him. If you email him, he will put you on the preferred customer list.
Wow.
And you will have your first year on the preferred customer list and get 25% off all purchases and free shipping over $100. I'm telling you,
if you're in the States, why wouldn't you take advantage of that as Brad Cresco's a little loosey-goosey and manages to keep the snap? I would, mate. I mean, I have to get my orders from Australia. I mean, I'm not going to, shipping and stuff to come out of Australia wouldn't be worthwhile, unfortunately,
no,
even with that
probably
discount.
Be expensive,
but if I was in the States, mate, geez, I'm emailing them immediately.
Look, if you own any kind of business that has company vehicles or you happen to have heavy equipment that you're responsible for and all the different people with outboards, boat motors, diesels, any of that stuff, they have oil for all of it.
But even talk your boss in. Save your boss, if you work for somebody that has that. And you're like, hey, look, I got you a deal here. You want to save some money? How much are you paying now? How about,
Yeah, and not only that, we're supporting people who support what we love, which is sim racing. But I'm telling you, I'm not sure what happened.
Maybe say to your boss if you change your supplier and switch it on over to NicholsOils.com, NicholsOils.com, and then Pros.com, and then bang, he'll put a picture of your boss on. He'll put a picture of your boss on his car or something like that. I don't know.
Do that.
He probably would, right?
Maybe that'll be his next promotion. He puts somebody from his customer program on there.
Customer's face up there.
Customer of the week. Yeah. Customer of the week on the back of the car or something. But yeah, I'm telling you, I was shocked when he told me that this week. I couldn't believe it. So yeah, definitely go over to NicholsOilPros.com and send him an email and take advantage, man. I don't know if he's going to continue to do this every week. Who knows? I can't imagine that everybody that emails him from now on is going to get on this list. So I would strongly suggest going ahead and doing it this week if you can. But yeah, so again, telling you, Texas lost his mind somewhere along the way. Maybe he had one too many crashes in short track practice. I don't know. Something.
Hey, he's offering discounts, all right? Hush, hush. It's a good thing.
He is throwing the discounts around. That's right.
He's throwing the discounts around like he was throwing his car around earlier, and he is currently running back in P20. So good on your text.
Yeah, he's had a little bit of a rough evening, but he's out there solving the world's oil problems. He ain't got time to practice like some of these guys do.
He's about to get lapped down there at the moment, but that's okay. He's still in it, and he's still in it.
Matt Harmon going by him there.
Yep, Matty,
I kind of like Slaughter's. I kind of like Jeff Slaughter's. Oh, look at this, man! Somebody ought to take this Valvoline car out. I know it's the back of Brad Kress's car, but still. I like. I kind of like the old. No, the one that we were on the riding on the roof cam had Valvoline on it. Yes. Yeah, it's like the enemy or something. I don't even know what's going on here.
He's a little dinged up at the front there too. Look, right in the middle of the front. Yeah, looks like he's gone into one of those light poles.
Yeah, I know, right? I think my first car, I did that to the rear bumper in a parking lot at some point in time. But I kind of like Slaughter's. Oh, who we got coming down the pits?
Here's the beer you haven't tried before, the one that's off Sapra.
This is, Kyle Dewey, yeah.
Kyle, he's going in. Now, I wonder if that's a scheduled stop. He's not in his pit box. Hey, move forward. There you go, mate. No,
barely got it. There it is.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure if that line, that will not work for your pit box.
I'm not going to make any jokes about drinking and driving. He must have been out of gas or something there, or he's using his fast repair one. That was a quick stop. Yeah, I don't know. That was interesting. But I do kind of like his throwback paint scheme to the. I don't know that that's what Slaughter intended it to be, but if it isn't, I like it. Kind of reminds me of that Days of Thunder. I like it.
Here it is. Yep. And Nicole Kidman will give you a call later on there. You probably had a crush on her when you were.
I did. Yeah, she's Australian.
Yeah, so they're making there's talk of making a remake of it. So it's probably not a bad idea because. They're making the F1 movie. They've been filming that one. That's coming out this year.
I've been following that, and I'm excited about that. And
so you got, and I think a NASCAR needs like some sort of like new movie to hype because that Days of Thunder really did like generate a lot of interest in NASCAR.
Yeah, but then you had Talladega Nights.
Yeah, I mean, made fun of it, but at the same time, it's still.
But it's still no.
Whoa! What's happened there? Can't quite see who that was.
I think that was a near miss, is what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Did it show up on your little?
It has
incidents?
Not. No, because it wasn't slow enough to trigger the deacceleration points that it would look at. And that's the same thing iRacing would do too. So sometimes if it doesn't come up on my telemetry information, that means that iRacing wouldn't know it either.
I wonder if that's partially because the speeds at this track are low enough that's
correct. Not, I think you're right on that one. Yeah, exactly. Because it's but speak of which, Matty, our driver sponsor of the day, and that looks like that's in the backstretch too. That's not a notorious turn 4.
No, but I think he might have come off turn 2 there, and same thing can happen to you off 2.
Let's have a look at our driver sponsor of the day having a moment into the. Oh, that's the fence.
Yeah, he touched the wall right there. Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look at the front hood. think the rear's going.
So
Rear's going. Oh no!
He got together with Herzog.
With Herzog, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
So that was on. Man. That's on Hertz. So
yeah, it's not on Matt.
No.
But I think given that there's, if he didn't tear up his car too bad, there's not a ton of cars on the lead lap. But yeah, that was definitely Herzog there. Came off the fence. Or no, he didn't hit the fence. He just got really loose there and tried to correct it, and
he kept it straight. It just the rear went just a little love tap there.
Yeah, I mean that's that was Harmon had a choice, a split-second decision. Do I go high or do I go low?
All right, now Chad Bear's in pit road. Let's see if he's waiting this time around. If you can see the he's taking tires. I can't see. There it is. Yeah, it's green. It's green now, Chad. You can go.
Yeah, but he's changing tires right now.
Just go while the car's up on the jacks, mate. Just get it out.
Okay, so here's one for you. So this week, I don't know if you know who Darrell Waltrip is. Do you know who Darrell Waltrip is?
Yeah,
probably not, huh?
I think in the series.
Okay, Darrell Waltrip was a famous NASCAR driver, right?
Right.
Okay, back in the Dale Earnhardt days and stuff like that. So Darrell Waltrip was on Dale Jr.'s podcast this week, and he was telling a story about when he first got to NASCAR. He got there. He didn't even have all the equipment he needed. He had to buy jacks and everything. He wasn't even remotely ready. And he said he was running in first or second place the whole race. And he just knew that all these guys thought he was cheating, right? So he said he's coming down pit road, leaving his pit, and everybody's pointing at him. And he's like, they think I'm cheating. And come to find out, he took off with the jack still stuck under the car.
Right, okay. I think you're going to go there. Just to mention that.
And it tore up his brand new $200 jack, he said, which is a lot of money back then, And he said everybody was pointing at him thinking he cheated, but they were pointing because he had a jack stuck under his car.
Yeah, it's kind of like that moment when you leave something on top of the car or something like that, isn't it? You go shopping or something, you put it in the car, you get into the car. That's quick caution. Because hang on, we are not going green. We are not going green, as you just heard. So, yeah, well, one more lap, because I was going to say, we still have about 3, 4, 5 cars struggling to catch the back of the pack here. We have one in pit road. That's Benito Chavez. I think he may be sitting in there for the remainder of the race because he's been in there for 31 minutes change. But we do have the rest of the field. You'll see that in a second.
Isaac Voss commented on YouTube chat about boogity boogity boogie. Let's go racing, boys. That was Darrell Waltrip. That was Darrell Waltrip.
Okay, we're bringing the pace car back out again, so we'll have a couple more laps to talk about leaving.
Darrell Waltrip, yes.
No, we're going. Pace car. What'd you even bother to come out for? Let's go racing.
G just commented on there about he sucks he had to miss this race, but
it's the luck of the draw. 180.
Oh, man, we didn't even say that all night. That's right.
It's right there. It's the luck of the draw, laddie. And it's not lucky there for Tyler Merritt. He goes heavy into the fence. As well as somebody else in the background. That's Brad Kress into the fence as well.
That was a big shot. I thought it was an orange car that hit the fence back there.
Oh, depending on your color correction on your screen, perhaps.
No, I don't think I'm gonna confuse the Valvoline car for an orange car, but it's entirely possible.
Chad's got back out to where Chad likes to be, in the front of the race, and he's in a good position as well too. Because with 30 laps to go, that'll go by pretty quickly. Certainly at the pace we've been going.
So yeah, let's give a little shout out to Matt Harmon one more time and give the race name and everything this time, since we didn't do that justice really. We did thank Matt earlier. He is our sponsor. Matt Harmon is our race sponsor, and it is the Luck of the Draw, Luck of the Draw 180, and all Irish accents are courtesy of Biggles.
Aye, that's such a pleasure. Anyway, I have lived in Dublin many years ago for a little bit. That was interesting. It was fun. The grass is really that green. I can tell you that in Ireland.
Right.
And some of the accents are so thick I can't understand them.
Well, I've got a little Scottish Irish in me with a name like Cunningham, so.
Yes.
Yeah. So wife and I are gonna make that one after the kids gone to college. We're gonna go do a couple of weeks over there and see Scotland and Ireland.
Yeah, definitely see both. Of course, we're going to make our way up to the Scottish Islands and then make our way across to the island. Well, Chad Bear, he might be making his way to the next track at the rate he's going. He's got 1.6 second lead over everybody else. He's got clear track, remember, because they re-racked and restacked him. No traffic to deal with for at least a handful of laps.
Yeah, for you laps, yeah. Man, I tell you what, it's amazing how fast he is. I mean, he's fast at all the tracks, but this is a short track. You shouldn't be able to pull a second and a half. And
that wasn't good. As I had a little moment there of iRacing going. Do you have a copy there, Jim? I've lost Jim there for a second. Oh, you have a copy there, Jim? I had a little stutter moment there when iRacing almost tried to disconnect me from the server, but it didn't.
Well,
and we are back.
I lost your feed if you could.
Yeah, I'll bring the feedback up for you, sir. Yep.
Yep. We got a spin. 87 car is around, and it looks like the 30 is into him there. Zenobi. Oh, Zenobi might have got loose and caused that, he said. Let's see. We'll get a look at it, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I have to turn back. I've just got a caution because it's probably catching up. So you think it's around Seymour here?
Yeah, Seymour was involved, but I believe it was Dominic Zenobili that in the 30 car. Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just rewind that back for a second because I don't. Because everything went a little bit pear-shaped before this happened, so I'm not sure our telemetry is catching up. There's Dominic, and yeah, he hits the wall.
Oh no, it was Yeah, no, that was 87. I looks like come across there. I must have misheard that on. I was listening to the regular race iRacing coverage.
This is interesting, Jim. We have probably the last pit stops for some of the drivers. So Tyler Merritt's gone in, Brad Kress has gone in, Michael Seymour has gone in with that a moment there, and Elton Wu have gone in. So is this a good strategy call? Tyler's going to lose some places.
You know,
38 stuck on track out there. Oh no, that's Tyler. Sorry, in pit road. My apologies. Yes.
Yeah, so I think. I think that's probably a good strategy from Tyler's standpoint. Go get your 4 freshies and go make a hard run at him. Because if you stay out there, you clearly weren't as fast as Chad Bear was anyway. So yeah, go get you some fresh tires and see if something can change. You know, if you kind of got to do the opposite of what Chad does at this point, because you're not going to beat him doing the same strategy as him. He's clearly faster than everybody else.
That's right. Look at that.
McClendon took an interesting strategy there. You know, we know from talking to McClendon after he got that early race win, you know, he's running a different strategy now. He's trying to get points and do all the smart things. And so he stayed out, didn't want to sacrifice that track position. We'll see how that works out for him.
Yeah, we know what happens when you get 4 freshies out there. We saw with Chad Bear, he can slice and dice his way through the field. But at this point, he doesn't need to worry too much about it because he has the lead and he can maintain it.
4 fresh
we also have Willie
here
out there in the chat that says, sucks he missed this race, but he had to miss one. If he had to miss one, this is one he didn't want to.
Well, no, man. Willie, you
sure,
want to be in this
This
one,
looks like a great race that we've had so far, and it hasn't been a caution fest.
This is fun. This is good stuff right here. Lights are out on the pace car, though. So let's see if Tyler Merritt's strategy is going to work. He's sitting back there in 7th place with 4 fresh ones. So.
All right, Barnstar. Let's get that flag waving, and maybe the 20 to go shall be the last time here this evening for the triple bypass.
Green, green, green.
Luck of the draw, 180.
Yeah, there he goes. And he wastes no time, does he?
No, when you get that lead car, my friend, and a restart, and if you've done that over and over again before practicing it, you know that you can get a huge advantage, especially in short track racing. It'll take a few laps for anybody to start catching up to you. And Chad's well aware of that one. Biggest battle, I'd say, will be resuming here for these drivers for the final podium position. That's
Tyler's going around. Oh, nice save, Tyler. He saved that. Oh, no, he did.
Yep, that's going to be a caution because it's
he's still
dangerous place. He's got the turn 4 Shaq, the caution, as you saw the graphics there before too, on turn 4.
Yes.
No, my apologies. That was turn 2. That's been the other hot zone here, where you would get your scalping tickets and your fold-up chair, sit at the end of turn 4 or the end of turn 2. Another caution, 6th of this evening. Really 5th caution. The one of the cautions was stage break. So Chad Best going to do it all over again.
So
mate.
you're one away from your number, believe it or not, huh?
Yeah, there you go. I know you guys were pulling for 10s at the start.
No, I said 8.
You said 8. Okay.
I said 8.
So where would
go
say
back and look at Tyler losing that real quick. Let's just see what he was pinned back there. I think he was getting
salt into the wounds in this one. All right.
We'll go take a look. We got to show the people. Oh, somebody got in the fence in front of him there. Matt Harmon did. He almost run over Jason Benson, and he went to stop from hitting Benson, and then lost it. Look.
Yeah, let me see if I can get the blimp cam. Here we go. The blimp cam will help out there, so keep an eye on this.
So Benson's in the 42 car. They stack up going into the turn. See, and Merritt tried to keep it off of him and then spun it, but he spun it to keep it off of him. So, I mean, good driving on Tyler's part not to run over Benson.
Half a dozen to another on that one. And I don't like saying the N word with, as I say, net TV whopper.
Yeah, I don't think that was.
Because he didn't hit the bumper.
No, it would be interesting if it shows some damage from that or something. Yeah, that would be that N word, the net code. I didn't say that.
It's the net code. Yeah, we try not to say it because iRacing hate it when you say it. In fact, they get in trouble if you say it on the official iRacing broadcasts.
Eliminate it. Get rid of it.
Well, it's hard when you're talking about microseconds of code that has to be generated between cars.
I get it.
You roll back 10 years, mate, and of online racing, and then you would have had nothing like this. So, in 10 years from now, I would probably say to you that we'll be pretty much eliminated.
Well, I mean,
and the cars will be just all AI. All right. Let's see if we can get 14 to go now.
Man, Tyler's got a big haul now. He's back in 11th place. He's got a lot of room to make up now.
Green flag.
And here they come. Chad gets another nice start. So not only is the guy fast, he's phenomenal at restarts too.
Yes, sir. That's a key part of being a quick racer driver.
Steve McClendon's strategy worked out nice. He stayed out there, and he's up there pulling away while Tyler is trapped back in traffic. Oh, there's another car going around back there. Oh, yeah, there's 2 or 3 involved back there.
Yeah, where we're looking at
777.
Matthew.
777.
There it is. He was unlucky for some, and a jackpot sometimes on a slot machine with the 777s, but not unfortunately for Matthew here this evening in the Toyota. We'll go back and have a look.
That was this looked to me just like he got loose and lost it, and a couple of cars bumped him.
Yeah, he got turned.
He got turned there, by the old Japanese beer.
The 33, yeah.
Kyle Dewey.
So that's oops, my bad. That's
yeah.
Cold tires and warm hearts from the drivers.
Well, I think that I think he might have got a little bit loose and slowed up a little bit, which made it look worse. Hey, we hadn't talked about that tonight.
Yeah,
either.
that's exactly. I thought. Well, we have another caution. We'll have a chance to talk about our 5 nights of racing that we have here in the Triple Bypass Racing League.
5 nights a week over here. Sunday night, next gen. We're here doing that right now. Tuesdays, your late models. Wednesday night, dirt track racing. Thursday night's Xfinity series. That's a great series with this league. That's those are also broadcasted races. And Friday night they got the Gen 3 supercars on road courses. The new cars that just came out this season. Yeah. Those things are a barrel of fun to drive. So, man, check out Triple Bypass Racing and this is a great league, man. I plan on doing some racing with these guys on nights that I'm not broadcasting. It's a fantastic league.
Certainly is, and I said those race recaps as well too. The only league that I know that puts together those fantastic race recaps, and this one you got to watch it out too. Even the music and everything gets you pumped, and it was an exciting recap of the race at Viva Las Vegas that we had last week. Thank you all for tuning in. Please give us a like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the action, please visit Triple Bypass Racing League as well, too, if you want to be a part of the fantastic racing community. Even if you don't race sometimes, or you're thinking about getting into racing, but you don't feel that you're quite ready yet, some of the drivers will be happy to help you out there, and perhaps you can start out as a spotter even, to get the feeling of race strategies and racecraft, and then work your way into the cockpit and practice with these lads. There's lots of practice sessions that they get done in their spare time as well.
Yes. Lots of practice sessions come in, and
hang
they're
out with the lads.
More than willing to get you up to speed too.
You can pick Jim's ear to pieces there if you want about walking Wikipedia of knowledge as well, because he's been around the racetrack a few hundred times, 1,000 times.
Got many laps on these old tires, believe me.
8 to go, mate. So
here we go, man. This is it right here. And Chad jumps out there and gets another fantastic start. Steve McClendon falls in behind him there, getting on that low line for sure. And then you got Jared Jackson slid back up. And, he's been up there all race. We haven't talked about him a lot.
Oh.
Man, already? Oh.
Yeah, somebody around there.
78 cars going backwards.
That's Ben. It is Ben Harcum, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's another little moment. I thought that steering wheel is probably... Let's see, he was testing it a little bit there. It's giving it a little wiggle to see how it's feeling, whether or not it's going to box or stay out. Let's go back and have a look at the replay of what happened to the Dr. Pepper machine. Maybe he just said, look, it's not quite Coca-Cola.
People watching NASCAR have no idea what a box is.
Yeah, I know. I keep saying it all the time, and you'll have to elaborate. That's pitting. They say it in Formula One and other motorsports, so that pitting you get confused with another word. There it is, just loose, isn't it? Is you get some loud pedal.
Yeah.
And that's easy to do. It looks like, why did you do that? But you're talking about getting ready for green flag, right? And then you go, all right, let's see. Look at the revs.
Ward Fisher there got the lucky dog, and man, I tell you, I'm listening to the race. He was very excited that he got the lucky dog right there, because that puts him back on the lead lap with going to be probably 5 laps to go or 4 laps to go. We get back going.
Can Ben get out ahead?
He's real excited about that.
He's back on the jack, so you got to get on the gasoline now, because there comes the race leaders.
I don't think he's going to make it.
He's not going to make it. No. So he will go another lap down.
He was already a couple laps down though, anyway.
So, well, look at that. So from P21 down, we've had our retirements, unfortunately, from this race, and that will be including... Oh, no, I was going to say almost Tex Nichols. I was going to say, Tex, you can't be retiring from this, my friend, because you're our sponsor.
No, he's out
for the series.
Man, look at that paint job, huh? That's good. He does have a good-looking paint scheme on there. I forget who he said painted that for him.
Oh, he's heading to the pit road just to give us a sign your autograph.
Yeah, well, that's right, He's probably going down there to answer emails.
Yeah, he could be. Oh, thank you very much, that text. And, to finish first, you must first finish. And even if you are in last place, I'd say you're still in it. And I always say, too, you're planning on spending your whole evening racing here, right? Because if you're at the front, you're not going to pull and retire it, because you're like, right. I'm tired, I don't want to race anymore. No. So if you're at the back, same thing. It's good racecraft. It's good experience.
Here we go.
Ready to go. And 1 over my caution estimate, and close on your caution estimate there.
Green flag,
exactly.
green flag.
I hate to say 8. Yep, Chad Bear jumps out there again. Uh-oh. Steve McClendon did not get down this time. And he's got Jared Jackson on his inside and Matt Harmon. Who was that? Somebody got loose. Oh, man, yeah. That was Matt Harmon back there.
That's probably the big one, actually. That's the first big one we had. There's at least 4 cars involved. Cautions breed cautions, and it will on short tracks, especially when you got 3 to go, mate. And oh, that's the pace car.
You and I both got tricked by that.
Yeah, I thought, don't turn into another car, mate. He's like, it's okay, turn the pace car. Let's see where it all started.
So it looked to me like Harmon got loose back there. I don't know if that's what caused it or not. I just saw him. I saw the rear end step out back in the back part of the picture.
Yep. Just keep your eyes peeled here, because there it is.
Yeah, there he goes. Just got a little loose right there, and then that's all it takes.
Yeah.
And then it gets loose, and then you come on that transition between the asphalt and the concrete, which makes it even harder to save.
Oh, 78 convoys it, thankfully. He's like, I got enough damage, mate. I don't need any more. So let's have a look. Jeff Slaughter was also involved in this one. Unfortunately, we saw the instigating of the incident, but the rest of it's just like navigating a minefield and as to where you're going to go. And then, of course, bang, he gets Jeff gets turned in.
Yeah.
Ben, a similar situation here, and
I think that was Brad Kress that got into Slaughter.
Yeah, this is Ben Harcum. He's at those repairs done now. He's going to see this accident, and it's pretty much, where do you go? Hug the fence, hug the fence, hug the fence, and he did, gingerly, but
so
it was that
Ben
turn.
Harcum was only one lap down, and he got the lucky dog right there. He's going to be back on the lead lap.
That's excellent. Who was a 9 facing the opposite direction at that point as well, too?
Well, that was Brad Kress. And I think that, Kress got turned, and then he's the one that went into to Slaughter's front end, I believe. See, there's Brad Kress on the outside there, and right behind front of the Reese's car,
Yeah. And then he
so he was all up in it,
he got double tapped. Jeff gave him a double tap.
Yeah.
And he's just sitting there facing the wrong direction.
Brad got it on the front and rear right there.
Tell you what,
he's still hanging out there, though.
That could have been a lot worse. I'd have to give it to the drivers taking pretty good evasive.
Short track racing too, though.
That's probably the big one. Hopefully that is the last big one, because we do want to get the race done. This is it right here. I'm sure Chad is his luck of doing fantastic race starts are running short here, because Steve.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you who caught the break was Steve McClendon right there.
Green flag.
McClendon had lost. He was going to lose that second spot, because he got pinned on the outside. He didn't hesitate this time. He got his jump. He made sure he got down to the bottom there. He wasn't going to do that again. Yeah, because, Steve McClendon's way up there in the points right now.
He's going 5 wide at the back, too. I would suggest that, gentlemen.
Yeah, of course.
2 to go. Make that 1. And all Chad has to do is navigate 4 more corners of half a mile, and he'll see that checkered flag. He deserves the checkered flag.
Stevie's trying to come. Chad's fast, man. Stevie's going to give him a little run there, but I don't think he's going to get there.
And here he goes.
Great win by Chad Bear, man. He really dominated tonight.
Race winner. He did.
We got another wreck going on in the back there, but
he could throw the kitchen sink in tonight. He had to serve a penalty after exiting the pit lane when the lights were red, but didn't stop Chad. He says, look, I have the pace, and when you're confident as a driver to have the pace, are you confident you can get the win? It's a short track as well, too. It's easier, per se, to make you navigate your way through the field when they're bunched up on those cautions. And congratulations, my friend. That's because he's powered by AMSOIL. The M&M's,
I'll tell you what,
number 91 gets the job done.
They're tearing cars up.
Here they are on the pit
They are absolutely destroying cars on
That's
pit
a
road.
penalty to each and one of you in the next race. No, of course, we got to have some fun, of course. It's an after race thing.
They're destroying them on pit road.
They're out there. They're having a big fisticuffs in pit road.
Each other. They can't hit each other because they're on pit road, so they're just going through each other and hitting the walls.
All right, my friend, let's have a look at our race results for tonight's Martinsville Speedway. Of course, for the luck of the draw, the Matt Harmon luck of the draw 180.
Yes, thank you, Matt Harmon, for sponsoring that and making it possible for this to be broadcast, and that's awesome. And yes, it was the luck of the draw 180, and what a race, man! So Chad Bear finishing in first place, Steve McClendon doing a fantastic job of guarding his points and staying up front all night. Jared Jackson, nice run by Jared. Didn't talk about him near enough tonight. Jason Benson with a fine run tonight up in 4th place. Michael Seymour in 5th. Thumbstick, Tyler Merritt got back to 6th place, but unfortunately time ran out on him there and his strategy didn't have a chance to pay off tonight. Mark Herzog in 7th, considering as much incidents and stuff as unlucky situations he got in tonight, that's a great finish for him. Matt Harmon, our race sponsor, great finish for him considering all the stuff that was going on around him all night. Ward Fisher, Elton Wu, and that rounds out your top 10. Brad Kress, J.C. John Campbell, Jeff Slaughter, Ben Harcum, Kyle Dewey. He was involved in a few and still ended up 15th. John Crutchley, Dominic Zanobi, also involved in a couple and still ended up in 17th. And Ryan Hyatt rounds out your top 18. I believe we got a couple more. I'll let you finish them off there.
Yeah, we have Matty there gets the 19th, the 777 machine after being in the wars a couple of times. Ted Nicholas from the NicholsOilPros.com sponsor finishes in P20 there with Rick Ellingson and Benito Chavez, the 22nd place there as they had early damage and retired from all the race of Cameron Colleen, Clifton Simmons and Jacob Bettis from the Bettis family. Motorsports will wrap out the 25-strong field here in Martinsville. See if we have a little bit of a chat with any of the drivers that are waiting for a chin wagon. Who would you say would be your driver of the day there, Jim?
To me, there's not even a choice there. It has to be Chad Bear, man. He dominated this race. The only thing that got Chad Bear in trouble was Chad Bear. Other than that, he'd have been up front all race long. So yeah, I mean, as far as I can't see giving it to anybody else there, but all right, who we want to pull? Let's pull in, is Jared Jackson still in the booth there? No, he is not in there. I was going to pull him in. That was a nice run by him. See if McClendon's in there. Yeah, McClendon's in. Let's pull him in. Second place finisher. Steve, Jim Cunningham up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, another nice run for you. You just you were solid all night. Did a great job protecting them points.
Yeah, it was a good night for points. I didn't have anything for Chad, so we were all, I think, running second to him all night. So I made a joke when they put him to the back. I was like, well, at least we got a shot now, but hell, that didn't even matter then. So
I know, right? Yeah. The only thing that stood in Chad's way was Chad tonight with that pit road penalty he had. He definitely had the car to beat tonight, didn't he?
Oh yeah, no doubt. And
yeah, you had a good run, man. Good run for you. Another solid points run, and then I mean, you were there. If that last caution hadn't to come out, it looked like you might have been in a little trouble there. It looks like Jackson had got underneath you. I thought you were going to lose that second place spot, but that caution came out and might have saved you there a little bit, huh?
Nah, I tried to get cute and start in first gear and spun the tires, and he had old tires, so it wouldn't. I would have pulled him off of 2, and it would have been fine. But yeah, I just tried to get cute and get Chad there, and didn't work out so well for me.
I'm not sure what Chad was doing on them restarts. He must have had some kind of energy drink or something in the tank, because he was getting after it, man. That was something else.
Yeah, like I said, I think he was starting in first. He was doing a good job keeping the tires clean and getting a good launch, and I just
nice throttle control.
The ball when it came to that. So what was working. So I stuck with it there on that last restart. Got everybody else. Like I said, I think the rest of us were just running for second. So best of the rest, I'll take it.
Well, good job tonight. Again, that was another great points night for you. Glad to see that. And anybody want to shout out to before we get out of here?
Yeah, I probably need to say sorry to my wife. I told her I wasn't going to run. I was just going to show up to stay in the points because we ran the 24 this weekend. I think I put about 25 hours in this rig over the last 3 days, so I'm ready to get out of it. But everything went so well in qualifying and started the race. So, well, shit, I'll keep running here. And so sorry to her. And thanks to all my buddies that we ran with this weekend on the Twisty Bits team. Brought home some solid finishes there and a solid finish tonight. So it's been a good weekend.
Yeah, all right, man. Good job.
Yeah,
good job for the weekend.
Apologize to the wife, my friend. You'll be sleeping on the sofa.
You'll
be sleeping in your racing rig. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done enough of that. I'm ready to get out of it.
You got to take her out for a nice dinner and some flowers and say sorry. All right. Well, anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
She should be happy with your P too. You can tell her that you got that. 4 positions gained too. Congratulations, Steve.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it. Thanks, Steve. Guys. Yep, we'll see you next week. Actually, we won't see y'all next week. We're going to be in Daytona, so see you in 2 weeks.
All right.
All right. See you in 2 weeks. Yeah, enjoy yourself next week. Should be a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Y'all take it easy.
All right, man. All right. Let's pull Chad. Want to pull Chad up in here?
Mm-hmm. Man did do the job.
He did do the job. Chad, Jim Cunningham up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Well, not as good as you, apparently. Apparently, the only thing that could stand in your way tonight was yourself. That pit road penalty, if it wouldn't have been for that, you had them covered tonight, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of talking to that with some of the admins right now. Like, I don't know. I'd
Well,
rather. It's. I get it from the iRacing
right.
technicality thing, but you don't gain anything from that. I really don't get penalizing somebody for that, but it all worked out in the end. So I'm not going to whine and cry about it.
It is a red light, mate. We saw it. We actually looked at the replay. I know you might not gain anything from it, but I guess rules, and didn't stop you. In fact, it probably motivated you even more, isn't it? Slice and dice your way through the field after that situation.
No, it really, like, that first run leading up to the stage break. I was really like taking it easy the whole time. Like on the entry, there was probably like a 10th or 10th and a half or so that I was leaving out there on the entries every time, just trying to not wreck and take care of my stuff. And after I got good and angry, I just threw that out the window and was driving 100% after that. So it was a good motivator. It made it exciting for me anyway.
Well, that was my fear, was that didn't happen to you, and you overdrive it because of that penalty. And because you had, clearly you had the car tonight. And what's funny is you say you were driving it easy on that first run. You realize that you lapped up to 9th position on that first run.
Yeah, I think that was why I was so much faster than everybody. I think everybody was really overcharging the turns. So I was taking it a little easier.
But we had a little side bet up here, actually, that Jim was going to buy you some M&Ms if you would lap everybody by the end of stage one.
I was going to send you some M&Ms, yeah.
I wasn't going to lap everybody. Tyler and Steve, they were plenty quick enough. Bad. I wasn't going to get them.
Well, but I tell you, Ben, you were that first stage, and you're right, though. You hit it right on the head. I went out and did about 20 practice laps on y'all's setup before the race, and if you overdrive it with that setup, it kills you. And by the fact that you were letting off and taking it easy was actually getting you through the turns better, and you were getting off the corner probably better than anybody else. And that showed, and that's like you said, you were taking it easy, and in the end, I think that made you faster.
Yeah, that was really the difference, I think. Just driving it easier, taking care of your stuff, like it really showed up in the end. It's kind of how I do road course racing. It really kind of carries over to a track like Martinsville.
Yes.
Yeah, I just felt like it was just taking it easier than a lot of people, and it was really paying off a lot. I think I was keeping a lot of the heat out of my tires, and I was really able to get through the middle and off a lot better than everybody. So I think that's where the difference was. Plus, like I said, I got mad at myself, so that helped too.
Yeah, we're just looking at it right now here in the pit lane, and there's the flashing red light on the inside. And that was the one that unfortunately issued that penalty. But really, at the end of the day, you turned that frown upside down, my friend, and he turned that negative into a positive. And that's what it's all about, being a sign of a true great driver is one that, can bottle up your frustrations and pour it into the machine and pour it into the speed that you had.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Man, that was fun. That was a really clean race too for Martinsville.
But it was good.
It's the best league going. So
it really is.
As far as being clean and respectable out there, like it's the best I've ever seen by far. So it's kind of surprising that it was that clean, but really, it's not surprising. Like we should have just expected it.
8 cautions.
We didn't really stack up cautions till the end, though. You know, I mean, 4 of those cautions came in the last 20, 25 laps. So half the race under 4 cautions.
40 laps at the start, green. Essentially, at Martinsville with a stacked grid of 25 people, that doesn't happen very often. I do a lot of league racing and broadcasting and stuff like that, and
wasn't it 60 laps? Wasn't it 60 laps?
Oh yeah, it might be right on that. Sorry, the first stage break was at 70, wasn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
So 60.
Yeah, it was 60 plus. Yeah.
Real life drivers can't do that, mate.
Yeah, that's a good run for sure. All right, man. Well, you got anybody you want to shout out to, especially after you had this long weekend?
Shout out to Tex. Go
always
out. If you love your car, go buy some AMSOIL. if you hate your car, go buy some AMSOIL and maybe you'll love it again.
That's right.
Hey, that's good. I like
That's
that.
right.
Trademark that.
Good
There you
job,
go.
man. And yeah, congratulations, man. Good job. Glad to see you back out racing. Missed you, I think, that first race of the season, or that the Texas one, I believe it was. Glad to see you back. Yeah, you're always fun to watch, man. You drive aggressive sometimes, and I love that. That's my style.
Are you going to do the Daytona
that.
as well, my friend? Because the big Daytona event's coming up, and Daytona 500. Are you been part of that as well, Chad?
I'd love to. It just, my work schedule's just all over the place. I never know until practically the day of whether I can make it or not. So we'll see. If I'm not out at work, I will be here.
All right.
Well, there's a big Daytona 500 event. I'll get it. Actually, I think Biggles may have shared it.
Yeah, I'll be broadcasting.
Daytona.
I'm not promoting on this channel. Of course, that's up to the powers of the bosses. But if you want, but it's big money, and I wanted to. I said I wanted to see some triple bypassing racing drivers and cars on the grid as well too. Because I'll shout yous out. Of course, for the.
But anyway,
big
that's in the Discord group if you're interested in that. But congratulations again, man! What a fantastic win, dominating. Like I said, if it wouldn't have been for that pit road penalty, it wouldn't have been that much excitement up front tonight because you were walking away from them. Good job, buddy.
I appreciate that. Thank y'all.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
What we didn't do at the very start, and I do apologize because we were a little day late, dollar short. Well, I was a little day late, dollar short on getting everything rolling because short track racing, because you don't have a lot of time and all that, was to quickly go over the standings before.
Yes, before
this week. So Stevie had gone into this one with the lead in the points, and of course he got second place.
He's probably still going to keep that lead with second place tonight. Lead,
of course. But Chad Bear, of course, when he can drive, as he said, and when he's available and he's not working, he will be getting some points. But you look at the rest of the field there. Let's have a look at the other big gainers here. I mean, Brad Kress ended up finishing 11th today. Ben Harcum ended up finishing in 14th. Matt Harmon, our sponsor, he was in 8th, so he might get very much close to crawling his way.
Kyle Dewey was 13th or so, I think. 15th.
Yep.
15th, yeah.
No Bossman Al today, unfortunately. Not quite sure.
Yeah, no, Al didn't. Al didn't run today, did he?
No,
sure
did not run.
Tyler Merritt was in 8th in points, and he ended up finishing 6th, I believe. 6th. So that'll help with I mean, he's going to move up some for sure. Sean Bradley there in 10th. So McClendon's obviously probably going to extend his points lead a little bit, and
not
with
bad,
another
isn't it? 3 reins in, and having a short track under your sleeve as well too, because it's usually a lot of love it or hate it, as a lot of people say, "Oh, short track racing, they hate it," but you can get.
Well,
good
it's kind of the same
way
way they feel about super speedways. You never know if you're going to survive or not.
Right. Yeah. So.
But good job on McClendon. I'm sure he extended his lead, and man. Chad Bear sure was fast.
I think we'll wrap it up as well too, mate, because of course there's as we did mention earlier, there is a lot of racing going on in this fantastic Triple Bypass Racing Network. 5 nights of racing, and you can cross this one off for tonight, and of course you'll have to see the next Sunday for the Next Gen Series. But of course tomorrow you have the late models, you have Wednesday the Dirt Series, the Thursday you got the Xfinities, and the Fridays with the Gen 3 supercars. Every day that it ends in a Y, you're going to have some fantastic Triple Bypass Racing League.
Except for the fact that you're in Australia and it's Monday already.
Yes.
But the late models are Tuesday, which is not tomorrow for us. Tomorrow's Monday still for us. Oh,
that's right. I forgot Monday in there completely. You get a day off. You get one week day off.
That's fair. You're Monday. You're Monday over there, so it's okay. But late models on Tuesday, dirt on Wednesday. Broadcast Xfinity races every week on Thursday, and Next Gen Supercars on Friday. Check this league out if you're looking for one. This is a good one. And if you're watching this, please like, subscribe, share the race if you can. It'll sure help the analytics and get people watching Triple Bypass Racing.
That'll be it. Thank you very much. I'm Dean Biggles. That's Jim Cunningham, and we'll see you all next week on the racetrack. Good night.
Yes, next week.